What's up, guys? Rick the Jerk on live. Hi, everyone. Who else here? Boyd, Tracy, Mary. Somebody else was here. Anyway, you early birds. Hi. What?
I was going to put that up here so I could read your comments.
Well, I figured, but you were in the other room and I was doing this.
I had to go grab birthday presents on the front porch.
Like our children's birthdays are important. I love tacos. What's up, Anola? Hey guys. Okay, so here's your just the tip for the day. If you're ever gonna have somebody doing work under your sink, or you're gonna go live where you're swapping out a sink, it's always a good idea to beforehand, not during or after, remove everything from under the sink. Or if you prefer, you can totally forget about it until seconds before you go live, and then go, "Oh man!" and say swear words about it. Hi, Lizzie. Can you guys hear me okay? I was going to do my lapel microphone thing, and then I learned that it lasts about an hour, and also I can't charge my phone while I'm using the microphone, and it would definitely die in an hour, so we're just going to go with acoustic microphones today. Why is it flipped around again? What happened? Ugh. How long has it been like that? I have flipped this thing 3 times now, and it keeps going back to like default or something. Sorry about that. Thank you for putting that out, Mary. I'm trying to stay sober, Joseph. Every day's a challenge. No, I'm good though. So what we're gonna do? We've got this disgusting old shallow double sink that came with the house. Mrs. Jerk has had a lovely, what do you call that?
Amazing, high-tech.
High-tech?
High-tech. A mouth of cheese.
She's got an amazing high-tech mouth of cheese. That's like, I don't know, sexy restaurant-style sink that she's
Yeah.
on. What even are these? What is this?
Oh.
Chalk labels?
Yeah.
Trash?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're gross. Hey, you know, those hand towels are like, where do our hand towels go?
Yep.
Here's your, hey cat, don't scratch your spray. That might come in handy for the cat that keeps scratching everything up.
It doesn't really work.
Your cat's not really a cat. He's a vagrant D-bag with a vendetta. You guys know what I'm talking about. Just cats in general, really. Just cats are terrible. I don't care who hears me say it. Fight me, losers. I don't like cats.
He came to us from the cat distribution system.
Yes, looks like I go live as you're going to the store. Take me to the store with you. It's not that hard. Show's basically an ADHD podcast while I fumble around not doing anything on film, so listening to it's no different than watching it. You see that? I just threw away a dishwasher pod. Those things cost $7.95 a piece. We got it like that. Odo Band, you want to spray my butt with that? It says iron out. You can use this to make all of your clothes straight and less wrinkled. Yeah, hit the like button. Floyd, do you want to be a mod or something? You're always in the chats and always hyping us up. I'll give you mod powers. I don't care. If anyone ever wants to like be a mod, just say the word. I'm happy to assign it to people. What's that? You mean I have to do less work? No. Yes, Iowa Girl. We are at... Hi, Tony. Hi, Granny. And hi, Iowa Girl. We're at Jerk HQ on this one. This is a sink that AJ's had for a while that she has been begging me to install. And I've been like, wait till I can do a video on it.
It was my Christmas present to myself. That's how long ago. Was this down
No, it's from my pocket. It keeps falling out. I'm tired of talking about it. This is way too much stuff for under a sink.
It is.
This is a lot of stuff. We should be able to fit all this in less than a tote. Did we learn nothing from Mac helping us with the basement? That's all right. I can fix it.
There you go.
Make eye contact. You gotta make eye contact, otherwise. Adult humor. People are saying stuff. Hi Tina. Hey tired tubes. They behave awesome for the most part, Boyd, you're right. I always be telling the mods, like, I'm gonna go live, you can be there, or don't if you want, no one's gonna cause any problems. But like now that we've said that publicly, all the D-bags are gonna roll in and start D-bagging it up. Bunch of D-gens from upcountry. Merry Christmas. Yes. Very good, Merry. See, Iowa made a good point. She said, here's my present to me, honey, now go install it. AJ's not here right now. She's preoccupied with things.
Work.
Oh, you have a job. You're a responsible adult. Oh, this is gross. What is this? A bottle of something apparently leaked under here. It's that, you know, that like slimy, weird, greasy goop that like soap and other cleaning chemicals turn into. It's all that. Man, can you hand me some paper towels or something, please?
Yes.
Presently, thank you. Do we have any like greaser stuff? I haven't seen any for a while. Mean green.
Mean green.
Wouldn't it be funny if mean greens was spilled down there? Or leaked or whatever? Can you actually turn that down a little bit, please? We should be able to hear it in the kitchen.
Yes.
Thank you. Our girls are definitely our girls. They're down there jamming their music so loud we can hear it in the kitchen. We raising babies. Thank you, Nola. Tire tubes, we need. I just got rid of the barking, snapping wolves. I didn't need to add more moose to the situation. There's still like 9,000 wild moose in my basement right now. Speaking of, we're probably going to hit 10K subs by this weekend, if not before this weekend. So, everybody that was asking for the live concert to celebrate, I think it's going to be this weekend. Once we hit 10K subs, I'll try to go live either that day or the following. It depends on what we got going on and when it happens. But I also think Jason's phone, if you guys have been following that exciting situation, Jason was supposed to do a voiceover with me this week, but the first time I messaged him, I sent him a bunch of duck facts that weren't even facts. It was just nonsense about ducks, and so his phone flagged me as spam. And I think I'm still stuck in his spam folder because I've sent him a couple texts now asking him when he wants to get together for the voiceover, and they haven't even been opened. And that's what happened last time, so I think I'm still being flagged as spam on his phone. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, no. We're not putting that thing back. It's going... It's all going in the trash except for the usable stuff. Lisa Jane says she hates doing work under the sink. We have a motion activated faucet. It's bougie, yes, but requires a battery change every 6 months or so, and it's a pain. Yeah. No thank you on that one, Lisa. You can keep that little bit of technology. I'll stick with my acoustic water. I don't want a Bluetooth faucet. That just sounds upsetting. That sounds like problems, is what that sounds like. Problems and maintenance. Cupcakes, Tony noticed. Better hide them. Joseph, what we're doing today is removing this boring old lame sink and replacing it with the sexy new sexier sink that's much sexier. Oh, tire tubes. I'm not kneeling like this successfully. I don't know if you can hear the pain in my voice, but it's nightmarish to say the least. I need to see what I'm working with here. I forgot a flashlight. I thought I was so prepared. Ugh. I got my pocket light. But anyway, yeah. Other updates is I don't think Jason's going to be doing the voiceover with me this week because I've got to get that video finished. Me and him doing the backyard or my version of the basement video. I was going to try to talk Mac and guest in on that one, but they both got a lot going on. So it's probably just going to be a boring old Rick videos this week. Sorry about you. Sorry, not sorry. Any hooters. Okay, I also forgot to grab a screwdriver and a wrench. So, if you guys can stand by for just a few seconds. Hey, Jay!
Yeah.
Are you busy?
I was telling the child to keep the Alexa turned off.
Can you talk to them for a few seconds while
Yeah.
I go get stuff? You can take the computer. Okay.
Oh.
Just remember the camera's on the phone. So you have to like read and turn around, read and turn around. I need more tools.
And go down to the ground. Yelling timber. Oh, is there an echo?
An echo?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
weird.
sorry, that's my butt. Sorry, guys.
I told you remember the camera's behind you. You don't have to get on the floor. I was going to move the camera.
I'm getting on the floor.
That's so weird, though. It's a weird thing you're doing.
We sit on the floor.
We do.
It's our thing. So I'm reading here. Oh, thank you. He decided to copy me. I have one for my photography I purchased about 2 years ago, roughly. Spent a whole lot of money on it, and he got his way cheaper. Hi. Sorry, I am bouncing around. I'm working and helping him. It's going. It's just adulthood. And trying to provide a adequate birthday for the 8-year-old today, even though she's getting a super awesome trip this weekend. Since her birthday is today, she knows it's her birthday today, we're trying to do like a cookout. I do this thing where for everybody's birthdays, I ask them what they want for dinner, and then that's what I make. And she chose homemade hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill, mac and cheese, and chips.
Chips,
I think.
make it
Yeah. Leroy, previous Leroy, her name is now Bob. She wanted bacon wrapped meatloaf, which is something I make, and so we had that for her dinner. I don't know what Rick wants. His birthday is on the 14th. Mine's next Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday. And then our anniversary is peppered in there too. So, I don't know. Whole lot of making food in the upcoming weeks.
You can take the computer back to the counter now. If you want to.
My granny keeps saying that we're echoing.
We shouldn't be. The only thing recording is the phone. Is anybody else getting an echo, or is it just Granny?
I think it might just be her.
Yeah, Boyd's got a good idea. Try restarting the stream at Granny and see if that helps.
Oh, our floor is super dirty.
Yeah, it's them noodles the kids had last night. Are everywhere.
They were
And dog tracks.
supposed to vacuum
We need a feral trad wife over here to clean this stuff for us every day. Just clean the same house over and over again. For some reason, people watch that nonsense. I swear. It's not even in America. Yes, enjoy my torso. Are you not pleased?
So there's evidence of our abundance of cucumbers over there.
You can kind of see that. Let's see what I'm working with here. Where did I put all my tools just now?
Right here.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I need a bucket too. And them ice cream bucket type things like this. Up.
Oh.
The snow thingies. That's fine. Thank you, ma'am. Bless your pudding eating heart. Hey, what'd you do with those towels?
Hey, I do that all the time, and Granny had 2 windows open at the same time. So it was echoing because she had 2 windows open. I do that all the time.
You know, I thought that, but I didn't say it, and I should have said it. I'm gonna have to make an extension tape, girl. We may not be fully equipped for this today. Oh, look.
Noodles?
And a paintbrush. Oh, hey, who was asking? Who was asking?
Oh, somebody had...
Can you pop the phone off? Somebody requested how to disassemble a sink drain. This is part of why I was going to do this today, and I'm totally spaced on it.
Going on the move, guys.
At some point.
Oh, I guess I could have done that.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to turn y'all around. Hold tight. Hey, what's up, fam? Gang, gang. Alright, so I forget the name. I have it on the computer. But AJ's got the pewter. Let's see if I can put this thing in there. Do you see that app on in my oh, you're busy. Okay. One of our users, members even, a subscriber at the least. Sorry for all the probable sound issues. I'm trying to let you come into my room. Hang out, take your shoes off. Keep your pants on though. Looking at you, Void, you filthy pervert. One of our lovely subscribers had asked if we could do a video on how to disassemble the drain pipey bits under a sink to remove such things as box cutters and what else? Paintbrushes?
I can't remember.
That's what made me think of it, seeing the paintbrush. I was like, my God, she's right.
I can't remember.
A lot of items that are just inexplicably and for no reason magically appeared in their drains and what to do about it. So here, allow me to provide a demonstration. You're going to see, depending on what type of sink you have, you may have 2, yeah, Void knows what's up. I know you. You may have 2 basins like ours. They may join under one, such as this. They may join in the center. But either way, these are all pretty much straightforward, same thing all the way around. You're going to have, let's see, you guys can see that one. Let me start over here just to get it out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing on the other side. These compression nuts here are pretty much going to be all you need to worry about if you're looking to get what's in your pipes. I'm just getting that loose for now. You'll typically want to start at your trap, which I've done here. Same thing. I've already got a couple of these unscrewed. Let's see. So just start at the end, unscrew to where you isolate this J right here. Now this is going to dump a little water on you no matter what you do, unless it's like been abandoned forever and it's completely dried up. So once you get to this guy, you want to have a bucket or Tupperware bowl, something handy, towel. And it's gonna stank too. I don't care how clean you are, how not hobo like me you are. It's gonna stink. It's gonna smell like a butt, like a dirty wet butt, like a feral trad butt. And just go ahead and dump that out. And then this is usually 9 times out of 10 gonna be where you find everything. And it's continue that, working your way back, we have the added bonus of a dishwasher drain here. These are typically held on with a hose clamp, so you need either a nut driver or, more often than not, a slotted or a flathead screwdriver. Speaking of, lovely assistant. Bless your soul. Look at her. I could get used to this. Not very often I get to tell her what to do, and she listens. Even though the Bible says... Okay. Get that guy off. Watch out for little dangly nubbies, because they will fall in your mouth. Always be aware when you're working over your head, keep your mouth closed at all times, because whether you're...
What the flexible pipe is attached to the drain that you just used.
Ah, that's what we were just talking about. He paid attention, who was it?
Tony.
Tony. And Tony. Alright. This goes to the dishwasher. So when the dishwasher drains, it pumps the water out through this tube and into here, and then it goes down into a trap with the rest of the things. This trap is important. It's a trap not in the sense of trapping things that fall down your drain, but sewer gas will come back up your pipe. And because gas floats or whatever, in physics and other science words, gas will get trapped in here because water will always be in this pipe, so that stops the gas from coming in. Otherwise, your sink will always smell like a fart. So if your drains smell like farts or butt or poop, you may have an issue with gas leaking back into your house, and that's not good. That stuff is toxic. It can cause physical ailments and cognitive problems, and you're just going to have a bad time. You don't want that. Anyway, keep working your way back, or you can do like I'm about to, leave this all in one piece and just disconnect it from the drain baskets here. You'll notice ours are plastic. That's because I had updated this a while back. With a lot of older ones and even some modern ones, you'll see metal nuts right here. Same thing, just a different material. I like going with PVC these days just because it's easier maintenance, less likely to rust out or get holes in it and that kind of thing. Easier to remove.
What if gas kicks up on one side of the sink regularly and it gargles a bunch?
That, yeah, standard operating procedure, really. Can you hand me a paper towel, my love? There were some, but I misplaced them.
Oh.
Ah, thank you. I got some food goobers hanging I want to clean up real quick. Food goobers. Before I put my fat head on. A likely story, Enola, blame it on the garbage disposal. I keep forgetting I don't have to shout because they're right next to me. Why is Rick yelling so loud? More paper towels, please. I got some. I forgot I had them. Bear with me, fam. I've got spillage from the dishwasher drain. We better hope that assembly that came with the sink is a full drain, honey, because I don't think I have any drain pipes here. I got all caught with the thumbnail and said hopefully doing it the right way this time. Or the description, I mean. And then we may still run into problems. We'll have to cut it short before the job's done. My goal with these work with me is to try to find stuff that it's either like a frequently sought after moment in a job, like adjusting a door. So like the live wouldn't be the whole process of installing a door, but when it gets to the tricky parts, we'd be live for that to show you guys some tricks. Or projects where we can get the whole thing done inside of like 2 or 3 hours. Ideally within an hour, but that's going to be hard to come by on a lot of things, especially trying to keep up with you beautiful people. Dump vinegar in when it's throwing a fit, and that ends it. That's a good practices too. There, best practices and all. Can't go wrong with Vinegar. Vinegar is a fantastic cleaning solution.
Your thoughts on plumber's putty?
I think it's very putty-like and used primarily by plumbers. Plumber's putty is handy for sealing things like these drain baskets when you install them. All this stuff comes underneath here, and then it's just going to end up being a video on drain baskets. I probably can't get those off. But when you set the basket down inside from the upper parts, you'll put a ribbon of plumber's putty around that, and then use that to press it down while you tighten down here, and that putty creates a disposable seal. So it's very effective. And then if you're going to change it though, or do any updates with it, you need to put new putty in. But I like it. I missed all the chats. They went away on me. Something you guys couldn't see in the last sink video that I tried explaining. It's in the, I don't know if we did it on the live. I think it's in the video. I was trying to do a sink installation video and before things got screwy. So, actually, I'm going to turn you guys around. I'll do it that way. These are the sink clips that we talked about before. The last sink that we have. These will have a little screw or like a hex head or something. These slide under your countertop with this little tooth right here. And then there's a thing that goes inside this channel, part of the screw. So when you tighten it, it pulls the sink tighter to the countertop. And when you loosen it, it lets go. So I'm live right now, baby. Birthday girl's here. What are we calling you now, friend? Bob?
No. Steve.
Were you Steve or was your sister Steve?
The other one's Bob. Because it was Larry, Bob, and Steve.
Yeah.
Got water?
You said Steve.
No, we were all making jokes.
Right. Well, what can we call these names are jokes, honey. It's what we're going to call you instead of your real name.
Yeah, but we're making.
Hi, Larry.
That we're making.
I'm working on a sink. I'm going to make a new sink for mommy.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. Baby Larry says it's adorable. We'll pick a name for the day then. How about Sam? Orpheus?
Joseph said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Down here.
Thank you, Joseph.
This is nickname Liar.
Thank you, Chef.
It's their birthday. Oh.
They said hi, Larry.
Want to say hi?
Hi.
Oh, Dale's trying to catch up, watching on double speed. All right, you want to do me a favor, love?
They're all saying happy
Go
birthday.
pop that up on the tripod.
This way.
I think they saw enough. Okay, that's probably a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So those things will be along the front and back and possibly sides of the sink, depending on how it was installed. We've got 3 in the front, 3 in the back, so I'm going to knock those out real quick and then
Hey.
we'll carry on.
No.
Oh, I forgot about the stupid faucet. I'll have to have you bring them back down here in a second.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Larry, your dress is still on backwards.
Larry, your dress is on backwards, you psychopath. Who raised you?
You're good.
You'll never prove that in a court of law.
Oh, Iowa girl wants to see the new sink.
hard to
It's
be
kind
careful.
of hard because it's in so many pieces, but it's a big. I can't tell if I got black or gray.
Black.
black, and it has different compartments. So this whole thing is one part, and then it has the sliding feature, and it has a cup washer. It has a fountain to wash. Has a cutting board that stays on it. I can't remember. There's a whole bunch of different things with it.
You thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, it's gonna be nothing but problems, and she's gonna hate it in a week. Oh, that's not coming off. Three.
Oh no, Justin, he's finally replacing my Christmas present from last year.
Mom, I want to watch Puppy Playtime.
I guess I can show him this part. Alright, come here again. Jump the gun, I'm putting you guys back up. I forgot, we still have to uninstall the fonts. So you find your supply lines. I have updated a lot of our plumbing, retrofitted it to PEX. That's why it's all pretty red and blue like that. Now, for my purposes, I've got cold water just goes to the sink, and then here my hot water tees off to go to the dishwasher and to the sink. So I'm only worried about disconnecting the sink right now. The dishwasher can stay connected. First things first, though, we got to make sure that the valves are all off, or we're going to have a bad time. I'm seeing hard water stains on our pipes, babe. We had a leak somewhere. I think it was coming from that janky faucet, though, because these are dry. Anytime, here's another just a tip from old dad. I'm handing down pearls here. Keep up. See all this crap on here that sort of looks like bird dookie? These are hard water stains. And if you're going to listen to your home, because it always tries to tell you when it doesn't feel good, it's telling me that water has been running down this at some point. So there was a leak of some sort. What I'm doing is running a dry hand, very important, your hand is dry, along all the areas around the valves and along the pipe to see if anything is currently wet. Because that would mean there's likely a leak in the system. But I have the knowledge that a crappy faucet,
Mary,
you can see all the water stains around here. This has been leaking for about a month now. So I think what's happening is water is running back down here, because it'll leak up here too. I think it's running back down and getting this wet. But I'm going to keep an eye on that now that I've noticed it. That's the type of thing you want to keep an eye on. If you notice it, don't just let it go, because it will turn into a much bigger problem down the road. So I got my valves all off. Typically, if they turn clockwise all the way, that means they're off, or in situations like, it gets kind of tricky right here since we have them going in many directions. Look at this, see how it's perpendicular with the pipe. It's parallel, it's open. When they're perpendicular, they're closed, or turned all the way clockwise to the right, however you want to say it. So, again, we're just worried about the sink supply, which is this one and this one. So, I could leave these on and disconnect them at the sink, but it'll actually be easier to do it this way for now. If I have to reuse these supply lines, if the new sink doesn't come with them and they're not long enough, I can just disconnect them. And that'll be easier to do up on the countertop than it will underneath here. Because when you're underneath, you end up having to reach all the way back around behind your sink. And see those nuts up there? You have to undo those. And without a special tool called a faucet wrench, which I'll show you guys here in a minute, it can be a very tricky and frustrating process. So much easier to do up off the ground where we can see and manipulate everything more easily, so we can make it more better. That's another one of those catchphrases Enola and Granny I was telling you guys about last night that I say a lot, but they haven't really been in the videos because I'm jumping from like year-old footage to week-old footage and stuff like that. I say, people ask if I can fix it. I say, I'll make it more better. I'm sure I'm not the first guy to say it, but I'll take all the credit for it. Damn right I will. Johnny Credit Hog over here. Got any credit? Don't worry, I'll hog it. Oh, come on, there we go. These are gonna dribble a little bit on you too, but you know, things get like that once you're at a certain age. That's why it's important to take all your medications and wear supportive undergarments. What? Oh wait, sorry, I'm in the wrong live. I thought this was another episode of Paleontology and Urology with your host Rick. Wait, it's other Rick that hosts that one, isn't it? Okay, now you guys can come back upstairs. Get out from under my sink.
McGranny gave Mary a membership gift.
Well, thank you, Granny. I think it may just be this way for creators, but I know either everyone or like me, if I try to get memberships, it just goes randomly to whoever's in the chat. I don't know if you can. They may have changed it to where you can specifically pick people now. Bye, Nana Wendy. You didn't tell me she was here.
I must have missed her come in.
Wendy, if you're still here, and Dinosaur, if you're here, I still have to send you guys stuff out. I haven't finished your pictures yet, and I want to get those finished first. So as soon as those are done, I'm the one holding up production here.
Yeah, the rest of us got our parts done.
Damn. All you did was pull up photographs that you taken previously. I'm totally not vaping off camera. You are.
Our water is terrible here too. It's so bad. Ours is so bad. We all got a letter about 6 months ago stating that it was not good to drink or cook with or give to your pets because it has something in it. Oh my goodness, black stuff? Well, we do a lot of purified stuff.
Who was asking about the new sink?
I don't remember. I think Iowa?
Iowa or Tracy, whoever it was that was asking about the new sink. There you go.
So the compartments will go here and here and here. And they slide, and one of them is a vegetable fruit cleaner, and then it has...
I said one of them's a vegetable. One of the trays is a vegetable.
Vegetable fruit cleaner.
Yeah, but you just should have stopped at vegetable. And...
Oh. That is bent.
Yeah, it's damaged.
Dented.
It came from China. What do you expect? Oh. Where'd you buy it, dear?
Amazon.
Did you get it off Amazon?
Yeah.
Good job. They didn't send a template, so we're looking forward to that part. Now you are.
She's a beaut.
What?
She's a beaut.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Bear with me when we try to get crafty. I know.
Holy cow, that's a lot of water filters.
Amazing director of cinematography. You're trying not to be in this one, right?
Oh, I don't care. I'm not dressed
your
for
hobo
like...
looks. And...
It was a work from home day. So...
It's always a work from home day.
Well, not Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Now we have safely desecured the sink via the clips.
Hey, real quick, do you have the truck closed?
No.
My thing says thunderstorms are possible.
Possible. That doesn't mean they're gonna happen. We'll just keep an eye on it for now. Hi. We're looking up my nose. Since we got the clips off and we have the drain disconnected, and we have the water supplies disconnected. It is now safe to remove the sink from its earthly vessel. It may be attached still in your case. I don't think ours is, because nothing was done properly in this house before we moved in except for the stuff we did. But a lot of times you're going to have silicone or even glue holding this down as well. So you may be in for a bit of a fight. You may be careful not to tear your countertop up. It can be a good idea if your new sink is going to be the same size or larger. I would even take the extra step. Do you have my knife? It was up here.
Oh, right here.
I would take the extra step, as in most cases, whether you're changing a switch plate cover, or your light switch, or outlet cover, anything that is stuck to something else, be it a wall or a countertop, it's oftentimes a good idea to go around it with a knife. With a sink, I would only do this in the case of obviously having like a wooden or the Formica laminate style countertop. Stone and granite's not going to matter. But if yours is like this one and it's the cheap laminated wood type, and your new sink is larger, not smaller, because then the lip will extend past where the current one does. Just gently go around it with your blade. Make sure you stay tight to the sink. Our new one is slightly smaller, so we're going to be doing a little spraying and praying on this one, so I'm not going to gouge the counter, and also I know mine's not adhered. But if yours was, that would help prevent from chipping, splitting, tearing in your pretty layer on top. Yeah. And just like that, you reveal layers of filth and disgust you didn't know existed. I'll be the first one to tell you what's good. It doesn't matter how clean you keep your kitchen, how often you wipe it down, anything. Right under that lip on your sink is one of the most disgusting parts of any kitchen, because you can't get to it to clean it, so everything just kind of leaches up under there and turns into gross. Yeah, I was going to tell you this is not adequate, I don't think. Always good to clean as you go with stuff like this. I highly recommend it. If I thought I would have grabbed one of my scrapers, but I don't know where they are.
Yes.
I think I have one in the truck. You gonna suck that channel for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Are you? Are you?
I put it on upside down.
Atta girl. She's a highly trained professional, folks. That thing smells like a cat butt. I hate the smell of vacuums. That like pet dander smell. Look at that.
About as good as it's gonna get.
I agree. You can see how level the cabinets aren't here. This huge gap underneath. Oh, gross. Come on, get this right. You haven't been reading any chats to me, I'm not talking.
Oh, sorry.
You forgot.
I missed a lot.
You just been reading them in your head. I love you. I'm not ignoring you guys. She was supposed to be telling me if anybody asked questions or said anything so I could respond.
Talking about filters.
Filters are fun. I've got a water filter installation video loaded up. I just haven't edited it yet. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know. We can bump that one up the list.
An osmosis thing.
Oh, an osmosis filter? That's rad. That's like one of the best types you can get.
And Alyssa, that looks better with the giant hole. Skip the skink.
We do our dishes here now. We just spit on them and throw them away.
Monica said she thinks that she bought the same sink for her old house.
Oh,
You
really?
need silicone when you have years of filth to keep the sink attached.
Exactly.
Correct.
Well, I guess I can take them with me, can't I? I was gonna try to pawn them off on you again, like stepchildren. On a weekend.
Is on the way to a Who concert?
Who? Who?
San.
Who?
Nah.
Going to see who?
No.
No, I'm asking. Who are they going to see?
Rick, do a video on installing a kitchen water filter for me. For me and Enola. Iowa said that.
You're not my supervisor. Don't tell me what to do. Iowa girl. Your name's not Iowa, my boss. Iowa, my wife coach. I have it's a whole house water filter, but I mean, same principles. It's just yours would be on a much smaller scale. It always trips me out. For some reason, when I'm doing this on the phone, chat disappears and then just reappears. And don't tell me because of top chat, because I have it on live chat, I think.
Big Granny, I actually.
They can't hear you.
Oh.
I have the phone, my love. Just so you know, Granny. AJ's up there talking to you right now because she, I guess, didn't realize I walked off with the phone. I'm looking for my 5-in-1 tool. It's that people think of as a paint scraper thing. Or just any kind of scraper. Old drywall knife. And I thought I would just steal you away from my wife. Because I love you more. I'm the one that's there for you and rubs your head in the night when you're sad. She just takes you to look good to her friends and shower you with gifts to win over your affections. I'm the one putting the work in for all of your lovely hearts. So don't fall for her tactics and tricks because she's not to be trusted. In fact, send help. Hey, babe. Shh. We didn't talk about anything. Hiya, Claire.
Well, I was gonna explain to.
Hell yeah, Dale knows what's up. 7-in-1. I had a 12-in-1 one time, and I was like, this is too many things in one.
McGranny's talking about her
This is a 7, I think.
bathroom sink drain having hair in it.
Oh.
So I actually found this amazing thing. Our bathroom
Oh, I
sink.
think you're pretty amazing too, babe.
Shut up. Our bathroom sink had that issue a lot also, plus with the girls throwing stuff down it. Ours now, you just pop it down and it will pull right up and we can collect whatever's in there. But I'm going to run out to the front porch and grab the thing that I found the other day other
The
day.
weasel?
A few months ago. Yeah, and it's amazing. So give me just a second.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Yeah, I love those things. The tool she's talking about. It's essentially a snake, but it's like barbed and very flexible. They're super handy. Oh, quit jiggling around. What's your problem? Are you drunk? I'm gonna kill that light because I think it's screwing up the image. Oh. Alright, said hi, Greg. Justin's here. What's up, Justin? Hey, buddy. You guys, Justin is losing it as a good friend of mine. We've been in conversation since the early days of the channel, you know, a couple weeks ago. He has a channel of his own where he talks about some pretty gnarly and heavy topics. I watched a little bit of his stuff and I enjoy it. I like real content. I like people getting raw, talking about tough things. And I like seeing people trying to make proactive growth and change in their lives. And I like cheering them on even if they stumble and fail. It's a big message I try to carry with all my work is any kind of battles you're fighting or any type of recovery you're dealing with, whether it's mental health or physical health recovery, substance abuse, things like that, or just whatever kind of challenges you're facing. Setbacks are just setbacks, or just speed bumps, you know. You could have years, months, days, weeks, whatever, of the improvement that you're looking for, whether it's sobriety or sanity or anything, and falling back in a relapse or judgment lapse, poor decisions, poor behavior, poor emotions, poor thought patterns. It doesn't define you. It's just another period of time. You know, sometimes we have to have those stumbling blocks along the way to make us really appreciate stuff at the end. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm try to believer that everything happens for a reason. I have to do a lot of mental gymnastics sometimes to make myself convinced of it. But I found that even if you don't want to subscribe to that philosophy, if you truly honestly reflect on things and look at the impact that they've had, not just on yourself and how they lead to chain reactions in our lives. You know, I never would have tried for this thing if I didn't fail at this years ago, and, you know, boiled inside my brain, and that gave me the motivation to go out and try for it. Now look, I succeeded, that kind of stuff. Well, the impact we have on the people around us, like I was saying, if you really take a fearless look at those things, you'll see where, you know, even the negative times in our past have led to positive ones in our present life. Took a very, very scenic route, but I think we finally got there with whatever the hell I was trying to say. Failures don't define you. See, use them as learning opportunities. Okay, we're gonna have to get crafty with this, I think, because the old sink fit inside here just fine, but it also had a wider lip on the edge, whereas this new one has a more narrow lip, so I fear that this shim thingy right here is going to get in our way. And I also know that the new sink, hang on, I can show you, will not be perfectly rectangular in nature. I'm waiting for the computer to catch up. There we go, yeah, you guys can see it. See this little guy right here? This is where the faucet and some kind of dispenser thing, I don't know, we haven't got that far yet, where they go. So while the sink itself is a rectangle, we're going to have a little extra notch right here in the cutout for this to sit flush. So, trying to figure out how I want to do that. Normally, a sinks like this will come with a template for you that you just lay on the countertop and you can trace out or tape it down and cut it out. This one did not. So, old Dad gets to figure that one out himself. We're going to take a few measurements and then see what we can do. Who are you showing this to? Or do you want to give the presentation?
Okay, so as you know, I'm in property management, so at some of the previous sites, I used to have to go do a lot of the maintenance of these sites also, and one person was having a constant issue with hair in their drain. So I found this, it's called a drain weasel. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. I found this at our local Ace. I don't know if there's Ace Hardwares anywhere except for Illinois.
Yeah, they're all.
Oh, okay. But any hardware store probably carries them. And it has, mine is missing the handle, but there's a little handle here. And then this thing extends down into the drain and you just spin it. And it brings all of that hair out, and it is grossly satisfying. But yeah, this is like the most amazing thing I have found there. It kind of shows you how it works, because it goes pretty far down into that drain too. But just a thought.
You know I love you, right?
What? Why is it so small?
Well,
I did the exact measurements you told me to.
okay. Well, gang, in true fashion, what do we say? We never let customers provide their own material.
You told me the size.
See that? That don't fit there. So, now we get to reconvene and figure out what we're going to do. I can build a, no. I was going to say I can take 1x and build a square rectangle to shrink the hole and set it right there. And then we set the sink on top of those. Burn it to tie the room together. Or we can cut the loss and get you a new sink that's the right size.
New countertops, yay!
Psych! Idiots, you thought it was a sink video. Today on Work with Jerk Live, we're doing a new countertop in like 8 months when we can save up enough money.
And Nola, it's called a drain weasel.
Drain weasel. It's called drain weasel. Ma'am?
Whatever you think. Or we could just put the other one back for now and then sell that one, I guess. It's too late to return it.
That's right, you heard it, folks. And $50 super thanks now when the jerks sink. There's a new thing on here. See where it says goal? I can set a super thanks goal and then put a what do you call it?
Prize?
Incentive.
Oh.
In there for like when we hit the goal, then this happens. So I could do a super thanks goal when we get to $50. Someone wins us. I don't know what shipping would be on that.
Oh, McGranny's drain has one of those locking things where it has the thing at the bottom, so it's not allowing her to pull the clog out.
You mean the plunger? It's got the thing you pull up.
It's got the, yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna have to take that apart then. That sucks, because they almost never go back together, right? Okay.
Oh. Claire sent 5
Oh,
for your...
you guys don't have to send
No. Bye, Iowa girl.
Bye, Iowa.
So, I don't know.
On today's Work With Me Live, we're going to learn how to put a sink back where you found it. So I think lessons learned here, considering this is our third Work With Me where I'm doing something pertaining to a sink not fitting in a countertop. I think this is our sign to stop doing that. Every single Work With Me Live so far has been something to do with the sink and a countertop, and it's all been screwy. This one's my damn fault somehow. In my defense, okay? This is what I did. Measured the sink.
You're not...
Yeah, because I'm not going to...
Oh.
29 inches. Inside to inside. So I told her, as long as we get that or bigger. And then from the to the back, it should have been a thing and a thing. But I don't know. Oh, no. I get it now. I'm trying to figure this out in my head because it's not making sense. And I see. Because the lip on that sink is so big, they cut the hole big. So I had, silly me, instead of measuring the hole underneath, I went, well, if you're going to install a sink, you do it do. That's why this is here, because it shouldn't be that big. They screwed up when they cut the hole.
Is there not something...
It's not my fault. Yay! Well, like, I just made an ass of myself on live, but it didn't make any sense. Because there's no reason for the hole to be that big. That's why it doesn't make sense, because there's no reason for the hole to be that big. They cut it too big.
So if we were to put boards on these parts right here, would that make it big enough?
We could cheat it, but it's not going to be a solution. It's not going to be water sealed. Here's what I'm... Of all the times for me to not have scrap wood laying around. I've only got one piece to demonstrate with here. Kind of two. Alright, so we got some scrap wood and a paint stick. You know, normal things that people keep in their dining rooms. Essentially what I'm talking about is taking some 1x that would be about this wide. So think kind of like our trim.
Yeah.
Burning it, and then even miter the corners so it's all pretty, and just do the perimeter of the whole overlap like 2 inches so they come out about this far, and then overlap this way further until the inner diameter is what we need it to be for this. So essentially build a picture frame and then just set it on the countertop and then screw it from underneath to pull it tight and hold it there, and then we set the sink on top of that. That's the only solution I could think of that will still involve this sink.
Or we cut out that part where the sink part is on that and put it down and then put that in it.
That's the same. No. Not a horrible idea. But
Because they did it custom for that for some
the
reason.
thing that I would almost take you up on that. What she's talking about doing, guys. AJ's suggestion, which is an interesting one. I'll grant her that. She's thinking like me. She's coming up with screwy ideas that just might work. She's talking about cutting this sink basically all along here. So we cut the sink part out and then lay this outer part down over the countertop and then set the new sink on top of that. I think it's a fine idea, but what she's not thinking about is underneath here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 giant holes that I don't think that one's going to cover. We could try it. I mean, I'm here for it. I like the outside the box idea. That's some screwy jerk stuff for sure. Screwy jerk stuff is also the name of my OF. Just kidding, it's taterlover69420 at AOL.com. Sheet of plywood, that's, yeah, also an option, Tracy. Not a bad one. That's essentially what I was, actually, I'll own it right now. That's a better idea, Tracy, than mine was. Because I could do the same thing with it. We're talking about burning it, gang. Because we got, well, you guys know, you've seen the deck videos. We're obsessed with burnt wood, and we did our trim in the kitchen that way, so it would tie it together, I guess. I've got plywood out there.
Yeah. And take them on a road trip to cut some.
This month's viewer of the month is who is it? Tracy, is that it? Yeah, Tracy B. for suggesting plywood over 1x. See Deb in HR on your way out. She'll validate your parking and get you a gift certificate for Chucky cheese. All right then. Are we agree plywood's probably the way to go with that?
Yeah.
See if it works?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot more complicated than convoluted, but that's what we do. And then we won't have to worry about like the board sagging so much. Because with my idea, they would have been sticking out way into here, so that way over time they'd rotate like that. Well, I will leave it to you. Listen, chat, listen. You guys are the ones that watch this crap, so you want me to carry you around with me while we try to figure out how to fix this thing in real time? Or we're going to call it there and revisit the sink at a later occasion?
Free parking, I left my car with your valet.
Do not leave your car with Void Strider. He's not a valet.
Cut to size and attach it under the counter with extra wood around the missing area to make the sink flush with the counter.
That's not going to work the way you're thinking, but what we can do is combine our ideas and set the wood on top of the counter and just try to make it look pretty, and then set the sink on top of that. The way the cutout's going here, there's not going to be any... Our cabinet wall is actually sticking out into the cavity here, kind of like the issue that we had with Mac's oven, getting it to fit inside of his countertop. the cabinet is not square with the countertop, and I'm not going through the trouble of rebuilding this whole thing to make it straight, so we're going to have to work with a crooked hole. Giggity. But I like to say that it's a good idea, but in this situation, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be something that will sit on top of the countertop for it to work. But that's where we can combine the ideas, put the plywood on top, and then just rest the sink inside of that.
Putting the best, cleanest, fix being your countertop. I'm here until you're done. Nothing better to do.
Dale, if you're buying the countertop, then yeah. But we're people of very modest means, so we don't have the couple $100 to drop on a new one.
We do have a custom countertop sitting at the storage unit that you made. No?
Yeah, to fit into the arcade room, not to fit in our kitchen. Just not this size.
No.
You missed the part where I just said I'm not rebuilding this whole counter section. Well, Tina says bring us along, so. And Justin. Alright, let's roll then. I'm not going to be able to see chat while I'm doing this, so we'll figure something out.
To Mac and buy a new sink.
Hey Mac, if you're watching, you want to buy a new sink? I know a guy will install it for you. Alright.
A habitat restore. I've never heard of that.
Are you going to follow this or stay in?
I'm going to check the email real quick, and I just got a voicemail, so I need to check on it. After I get done with that, then yes.
Let's get our numbers one more time now that we have the actual whole numbers. 18.5 by 32 3/4.
I bet I'm getting yoga.
Probably. Alright, opening is 18.5 by, what did I say, 32 3/4. Yep. And then our sinky body. It's 29.5. I'm measuring the outside right now. By 17 3/4. So that's how much room we have on the outer perimeter, so we're probably going to come in, go up to a 1/2 inch there, inch there, almost an inch there. So we'll do a 1/2 inch. Smaller for this, so that's we're going to be 29 length by 17 1/4 depth, width, whatever you want to call it, thickness for our inner hole. For our outer hole, I'm thinking, cheater, Workspace with 21. I'm gonna go 21 this way. Either 35 or 36 wide, I can't decide. I'll go 36. Oh, I gotta save for this number. 30. 21. Okay. I'm gonna forget what all that means in a minute. So I'm gonna draw myself a picture. Normally I've got a little piece of scrap or paper or something around that I can do this stuff on, but sometimes I end up just doing it on the old arm there. So we're gonna be 21 by 36 outer diameter, and then our inner hole is going to be 29 on the long side and 17 and a quarter on the internal. It'll all make more sense when I can show you on the wood bits. Quick check in with chat. Hey, Purple Hair Granny friends. You guys, Purple Hair Granny is an adorable and awesome channel too. Y'all should go check them out. Alright guys. Oh crap. AJ never plugged the laptop back in. You're an epoxy. An epoxy on your house. Okay. We have our numbers-ish. We have the task at hand. Now we're going to go exploring and an adventure to see if we can find some plywood. I love you all. But Dad's going to be incommunicado for a few moments, so this next portion will just be frantic handyman ASMR. Join me, won't you? And away we go! I'll be honest, I'm kind of... The sick part of me is kind of happy it happened this way, because one of the things I want to help with on this channel is teaching people how to work with what they got when things get screwy, because that's going to happen a lot in the world of home repairs. Oftentimes either you can't get what you need, or because of budgetary reasons you got to work with what you can. And I've been like, how do I impart that knowledge onto people without just like making a bunch of lists? The cicadas are going to be deafening, and probably the traffic too. I'm sorry, we live on a crappy street for outdoor filming. But I've been wondering, like, how can I share that knowledge with people when it's something that you really just get from doing? And now here we are in the very situation. I know the solution won't work for everybody, and it's kind of unique to our situation, but maybe this is the kind of thing that shows you how the process can work when we're trying to figure this crap out. But I know it's definitely going to be better. If I sat and thought about it long enough, I could probably come up with a better alternative. Outside of just replacing the freaking countertop or getting a bigger sink. But this is the best idea that I didn't even have. Tracy did. So it's pretty much the same as my idea. It's just different is all. Best we got right now, so. Hi, Amy. We found some wood, kids, and then We'll do this. I have both some 3/4 and 1/2 inch CDX plywood. I'm going to go with the 3/4 because I don't think the 1/2 inch will have enough tension and tensile strength to hold up against the weight of the sink for the dishes and water and that type of thing. The 3/4 will be just fine. This is typically what your subfloor is made out of underneath your carpeting or vinyl or tiles, whatever you got. You're usually going to see this under there. Or particle board, OSB. I prefer using this because OSB and particle board, once they get wet, they rot and fall apart, crumble. Right now I'm trying to determine where the most reasonable place to get the sections from. I don't like these splits right here, but that just means we're going to flip it over. This will be the underside. I don't think they're really going to compromise the integrity of it too much. But because the last time I cut on this, I've got that little dude right there. That means everything from here over is kind of useless. I've got a little saw mark right there, so really here over is useless. So I'm going to have to get my 21-inch measurement here, and then we'll pick where the best 36 is going to be. I'm going to flip this back over and show the top for that portion of the decision making. Of course, it's coming in now. It's a feature. Oh, and these lovely chunks taken out by a forklift. Awesome. So I guess we're going with this portion. Maybe. And a rough idea with my pencil. Here's a fun little trick for you. If you pinch your measuring tape where the number that you're shooting for that's right on the edge of a piece of wood or drywall or whatever you're cutting, as long as you have a straight edge to go off of, and you put your pencil, that little, hopefully you guys can see this, see that tiny little notch right here? Put your pencil right inside of that. Lock your fingers in place and just pull a straight line with it. Tricky with these mechanical pencils. Hand globes. I don't know how well it's going to read on camera. Yeah. Nice straight line. Most of those fancy carpet work done, the better it's going to be for us. Thing is, getting someone that'll do that in quality too. I'm fortunate enough to have something called a T-square, which I'm going to grab now. Make this a lot better. This is a T-square, sometimes called a drywall square. I call it the T-square. See, it has this offset here, so you can hang your edge off the edge of your piece to your reference point, and then you have a nice straight line that will go 4 feet. Most cheap goods are 4 feet by 8 feet, so there you go. I'm going to verify that this is where I want it to be. Kind of. Good enough. And we're going to do another one. What I'm going to do is cut these forklift marks off the end here. Those of you paying attention, yes, I already compensated in the measurement. I added 2 inches for that first line, so it's going to be where I want it. Just trust me, okay? Stop asking so many questions. Sorry, the pencil's almost out of lead, so it's doing that thing where it's trying to fall out, and I gotta hold it weird. I think we'll take that side. So I need 36. Off of that. Another trick, if you're brave and you have something like this, pencil on the 36. I know damn well I'm not going to make a very straight line doing it that way. I'm going to come over here and do this. Okay, that is going to be our outer cutouty bit. Just going to cut this off, all this off here. Off here. Blah. Do it for this here, rectangle here. And then the inner is going to be 29 by 17 and a quarter. Which is, how much smaller? 3/4 inches smaller, so that I'm doing math right now, bear with me. Half of 3 3/4 is 1 7 3 3. Check my head math on that. Pretty near. And then we'll get it started. So, 17 and a quarter. I'm trying to center up the hole right now and see where I want it to be. Like this. More straight lines. Double check. $17 and a quarter all the way down. And pretty simple. Now we need 9 inches in the width. So if that is 36, that is a 7-inch difference, so 3.5 on each side to get us there. Marking 3.5 on each side. Check the math. 29. 29. Okay. Got that out as well, and then we'll pray God this is going to be enough to support her. Feel right. Is that right? Yeah. Dangerously close, but it should be right. We're going to verify. like it. It's so close. Let's try another approach. That's fine. It's front and back. It's where I changed that number to 14.5 inches just to give us more stuff to play with. None of these numbers are going to be of consequence to you guys. I'm just saying them out loud so I don't forget. Pretty sure I said 14 and a quarter. 14 and a half. So 14 and a half. That's what I said. From the front. We have more back to play with. The reason I'm changing this is it would work with this right now, but it's going to be so narrow. I'm worried about it adequately supporting the sink. Or not narrow enough, I mean, sorry. Depends on how you look at it. That is significantly closer. Let's go fix that. New plan! New plan! Remember that notch we talked about earlier? Forgot to see if you guys are still centered on there. Remember the notch we talked about? Right up here. I'm going to go measure that and try to guess where it's going to be. It is about 4 inches from the edge to the 11 3/4 mark. Okay, 3 3/4 to 11 3/4. 3 3/4 to 11 3/4. About 2 inches out of 3. That was tough. The original line is pretty much right where I want the cut up to be, so we're just going to utilize that. You guys can see this. I know it probably looks like a bunch of madness right now, but we'll darken those lines here in a minute and things should make better sense. Yeah, if you're wondering, this is pretty much what my days are like most of the time. Even on things where I ordered the stuff. Seems like you always run into surprises. Something screwy, you didn't see, didn't plan for. Oh yeah, so I was going to darken that, didn't I? Well, I'm a liar. Deal with it. Sorry about that, guys. I thought when I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, it would stop my alarms, too. There's a fun ADHD hack for you. If you run a business like mine, you find yourself always running to stores just as they're closing because you didn't realize what time it was and you need something to do a job. Set yourself a daily alarm to go off an hour before the stores close. Just don't forget about it if you're doing a YouTube Work With Me live or something. What we do now is go back with my Milwaukee ink saw. That Milwaukee. All of you guys. Use my ink saw and make that the cutty lines where we're going to be snippy doodle with the make them darker. That way you can, from where you're at. If you ever do find yourself, for some reason, using a T-square like this, or a speed square, any kind of square that rests on the edge of your piece, save a little bit of time by doing all of your, like, we'll call these parallel lines, do all of them in one go, and then go back to your other reference face and do your perpendicular lines, all in one go. So you're not like set it like this and turn it like that, set it like this, turn it like that. And marking the outer. Now I'll go back and get my other babies. I guess these will be the vertical lines for you. The Laban. This marker is just about had it. Hey Milwaukee, send me some free ink so. They're like Nate's hot sauce. I use them craps on everything. We're almost there. I promise, babies. Good job sticking it out. You're a tough cookie. It's hot out here. I know you're having a hard time, but you're sticking it out. You're being there for old Dad, and I appreciate you. Ulrich was meticulously continue those lines out to the edge, so he could make a bunch of very straight cuts on this board and save every scrap piece. You know what we're going to do with this? We're going to throw it away. Maybe not that piece. I don't know. In my defense, I went through a heavy project and tool phase where I was making like my own tools, like jigsaw tables and sander tables and stuff like that. And I used a lot of plywood for that stuff, plus the shelves we were doing in the basement. So for a while, it kind of made sense to save scraps like that, but now that I've built most of what I need to build down there, there's no sense in me saving another little piece like I used to. It's just excessive and it's hoardy of me, and we're not going to do that anymore. I said hoardy. You're still here, Boyd Strider. I can hear you chuckling. You too, Tracy B. Bunch of children. Oh no, well, don't you start giggling now too. You're all good. Let me get my saw, guys. I'll be right back. Today's weapon of choice, as always in these matters, is the Milwaukee rear handle circular saw with hilarious shark face modifications and googly eyes and the danger lever. Alright. Let us pray. We're probably going to do a plunge cut on this. I don't know yet. We'll see. Or my horse is going to collapse on me, or everything's going to fall on the ground. I blame the wind. Actually, I'm kind of glad that happened because I would rather put some scrap 2x4s down so I can just cut the wood without having to move it a bunch of times to avoid damaging the horses. Let's see if I got a couple 2x4s handy. Nope. And probably nope. Damn me and my cleaning up my messes. Don't worry, friends, we're in luck. We found the very thing. I'm gonna lay them down weird like this. That was not a proper 2x4. But I just want them up off the horses. Alright, I'm going to start cutting stuff out. I'm going to try to start with the inner part, because it'll be a lot easier to cut out while I've got this big mess. I don't know how the sound's going to go, so apologies in advance if it's heckin' loud. And don't try any of this at home without proper safety equipment and training. Stopping before I get all the way to the corner so the cuts don't go past the line, and then I'll come back with my jigsaw in a second, clean that up. Precision is key. Go ahead and cut this back chunk off. You guys might have noticed, I don't know if you can see it or not, when I'm using my saw, sometimes I rest my hand on the edge of the guard like that. Do not do that. Note, I'm keeping my hands and fingers well away from the blade as I do it. I just use that to help steady the blade with my hands and elbow and arm issues I have. Sometimes if I'm pulling a trigger on one of my tools or putting steady pressure on it for too long, my arm starts to shake. I end up with wobbly lines, so I found that's one way I can use to kind of make my cuts a little bit cleaner. It's an unfortunate risk I have to take if I want to keep working. But I'm okay with it. Even though, mind you, this very hand I cut the tip of my finger off on a table saw a little, not quite a year ago. And that was why, my example of why you shouldn't wear gloves when using a saw like this, because I think what happened, it happened so quick, I'm not sure, but my hand was far away from the blade. I think when I was pushing the wood through, I think I had like maybe a fray on my glove that I didn't see, like a loose string that got caught by the wood, and then the saw, because I was just like pressing or pushing the wood through the cut, and out of nowhere my hand just like yanked into the blade like that. You probably can't really see it now, but I got these little lines in my nail. It healed back very well. Like this whole tip, my middle finger on my left hand was gone. It ripped the nail off, but it still hurts like a son of a bitch sometimes. But grew back together pretty okay. I'll take you inside with me while I get the jigsaw. You've been such good little boys and girls. I could use a short break anyway. I was thirsty. He's thirsty. Anybody bring me a drink? Guys, someone please bring me a water. You guys. It is freezing hot out here. You can see your breath. Gonna get my jigsaw and a drink. If you'll quit looking up my nose, you weirdos. This song's royalty free. You can use that. Hey, I can see chat now. Night, Granny. I just saw that you were leaving. Sorry. Justin wishes he could do carpentry. You could, sir. You just believe. You can do anything, dude. I've seen people with all sorts of handy capabilities and special abilities do amazing things. I know a dude, I don't know, but I've seen a dude with no arms that can play bass better than I can. I'm a crappy bass player, though. No arms that can play bass better than I can. There's your echo. I accidentally tapped the mute button. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can stay there while I talk to you and read your words that you say about stuff. Thank you, Enola. It's about time somebody brought me a drink or buys me a coffee. We do have a buy me a coffee. Hey, Dinosaur! I was talking crap about you earlier and you weren't even here to hear it. Thank you, Purple Hair Granny. How many people we got on right now? Are you psychopaths actually sticking this out? We have 42 people still watching or who have joined. That's insane. It got hot. I have my flannel on. I know it's balls hot in the summer, but I have my flannel on because AJ keeps it frigid in this house. I don't blame her. I know she gets hot, but I get cold easily, and then my hands don't work, so I have to bundle up in August. But then I go outside, and I'm all sweaty and gross, and probably sell this shirt on my OnlyFans later for all the sweat kinks out there. Thank you, Enola. Yes, we have a Buy Me a Coffee now. If you guys want to further support the channel that way, please don't. If you can't afford it, we don't aim at giving us money that they can't part with themselves. It's all just we'll get there through subscriptions and other things. But if you want to become a member or you want to contribute in some way, we have all sorts of stuff. We have a PO box now. That stuff, I think I have it in all the descriptions of all the videos. Has all of our social links, the Facebook, the Jerkstagram and JerkTok, which I don't really do much with those. I pretty much just promote YouTube stuff on there. So as long as you're following on YouTube, you'll get pretty much all the updates. I usually post to the Discord first, then to the YouTube, then to all the other socials if I even post on those. Lexi, you are not in the right place. I don't know how you got in here. The door was locked. Enola was supposed to be watching it, and then she got all excited. Somebody brought Gushers. They ran into the closet where they were eating their fruit snacks, and a bunch of people came in that aren't supposed to be here. You can stay. It's fine. It's an all ages show today. Not really. Oh heck, we've made 672 in super thanks or something.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Whoever was sending super thanks, thank you guys. Or super chats, whatever they are. or became members. Is it told me in here. I want to shout them out. Y'all were a talkative bunch when I wasn't around. Good. That means we're building a community that supports and engages with one another. And that's what we want. We've had a lot of people in here. Claire, thank you for the super thanks. She sent me £5. This is the first pounds I've received. Took me to Pound Town. She pounded it. Pretty cool. I'm an international man of mystery now. The mystery is how has he made it this far? A lot of recovery chat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. That's a parasite, Justin. You're a parasite. There you go. He corrected it.
I just subscribed to Justin. I
know. Justin needs to get on to making some more content because he has people interested in his story, including us. Enola is the anti-mod. She encourages people to behave poorly. That's why I hired her. She gets paid in Cheez-Its and wampum. And iodized Himalayan salt.
So where are we at?
I came inside to get a drink and my jigsaw.
Oh.
And take Chad inside because Chad was getting too hot. Chad was burning up out there. Poor Chad. Alright, gang. Now we got our Milwaukee jigsaw cordless with a M18 red lithium high output XC8 XC 6.0 battery. We're gonna cut this bad boy out and then get back to it, okay? Alright. Later, chat. Because we're wondering, there's a lot of characters I plan on doing too that you haven't met yet. A sneak peek on that one. His name's Howard DeWitt. People call me Howie. Howie DeWitt. He likes to point things out like how the reason we went with 5 layers of shingles on this house instead of customary 1 layer is it helps retain greenhouse gases and just it really makes your house more energy efficient, saves you money in the long run, lower emission standards. It's a no-brainer. It's good for personal hygiene. Don't forget slide on your Skypes and hit the buttons. Later, dudes. You'll see more of that later. And there's also one of my favorite characters I've come up with that makes me laugh. Everyone else can think it's stupid, but Jerry Springer, no relation. I do that because I've always got a hat or a hoodie on for him that makes my ears pop out because it's funnier that way. Watch for that bull crap. There's gonna be, what are we gonna call it? Like going green maybe. With no-brainers with how we do it, and Jerry Springer fixes. Jerry Springer tankers. Jerry Springer tankers. That's going to be the other bonus episodes you'll see from time to time. I don't have their usage rights. Whoever that was on the bicycle. I hope they don't sue me. Seeing as how I'm such a popular and successful YouTuber and all. Guys, we're almost to 10K subscribers. That is insane. In like 2 weeks. Absolutely insane. Big ups to Midwest Magic Cleaning and the Moose Stampede for all their love and support. Swear it was the little bit of ferals that popped in, even though they're all snooty. I'm gonna do stuff now. Sorry if it gets loud down there. The reason I'm nipping these tipums like this is because if I cut all the way to the corner with my circular saw, it would have overcut the mark and left the gross, disgusting cut line in the wood. So I'm going back with my jigsaw to just make nice tight cuts in the corners and then do like these little cuts right here that are too small for my circular saw blade to do effectively. Hey. Clean this one out. Shaving a little off and shaving a little off. Alright, now what we gotta do? Outer cuts, and then we should have our piece of reseed. Hey, doggy. Always make sure you're wearing proper protective equipment. I don't have any safety goggles today, but I'm wearing safety contacts. I have an impervious layer and protective coating that protects my eyes. Yeah, I think that's right. Well.
More cucumbers.
More cucumbers. No! We're gonna be so hydrated! Ah. If you're wondering, yes, I do the puke choke every time I make a cut with this one. Easier. Okay. Let's find out how we did. You're coming with me, losers. Turn around. Why won't you turn around? There you go. There you go. Now you're with me. We'll have to come back and grab the sink. I think. Maybe I can do this. Full dad mode. One trip. I think I got 30 bags of groceries at once. She's fine. She's well behaved. Pupper. Thank you. Don't worry, Mom's got you, kids. Bye, chat. Maybe. Okay, come on. Oh, I have no idea where my sander is. I'm gonna have to take this out. Moment of truth. Do it work?
America.
Can you grab my jigsaw while you're down there, honey?
Yeah.
Please. Thank you. cute. Yeah, in that back corner where the inset's gonna go for the faucet, it's still a little tight, so I'm cutting a chunk out of that. This is one of the most rednecky things we've done in a while. Alright, it kind of worked. If we're doing this though, I don't want to just slam it in. And they can't very well hang out with me all freaking night, right. So we may have to just call it another. Whoop! Well, we didn't finish the sink live. Because I want to wrap this, put a round over it, so it's not sharp edges. And I'm going to burn it, sand it, seal it. That's going to be like an all-night freaking thing. We still got Roberta's birthday and everything else. Alright, well the important thing to know is that it worked, kind of. You guys want to get a close up? Come see. Come see. These are pencil and marker marks. I'm going to sand those off. Let's see. Fits in there real nice. Very nice. No gaps. And then once I attach some screws from underneath and probably some glue on this part, I may just use silicone. I'll definitely put silicone around the sink, but then we'll seal this with something to waterproof it. But I'm probably going to burn it like we do with our floor and our trim.
Our disgusting floor right now.
Mm-hmm. Or we may paint it black. Oh.
I have a whole bunch of black.
I got a bunch of black spray paint too.
I have black paint.
But we'll think of something. But the important thing is, Tony? Tracy. It was Tracy B that suggested it, wasn't it?
I don't
Mine and Tracy B, I think, I forgot who did it, but if I'm getting the name wrong, I'm sorry. I feel like it was Tracy B. Yeah, okay. Or Tony, somebody. Someone with a name who started with a T suggested the plywood as a variation on my idea, so our idea worked. It's going to be just fine. I'll have to get a drain for that anyway. So maybe we'll do a short bonus video on finishing this. I don't know. But I don't want to keep you guys here forever. And 2 hours is about as much as my phone can handle before it dies on one of these. So once again, we're still ironing out the bugs, obviously, working out the kinks in these Work With Me lives. We'll try to do something neater next week that's at least not a sink, because let's see, the first one was dealing with the screwy sink, and then the second one was drywalling the wall at the screwy sink, and more stuff about the screwy sink, and then we thought we were going to do a sink proper in this one, but somebody cut the hole wrong before we got here, and then somebody didn't thoroughly measure the right way. And they eyeballed stuff, and now we've got how to do this. You're welcome. It's just like I've got my arm around you, like this, you know. That's what I'm going for here. Like, don't worry, pal. It'll be okay. You're a good guy. I like you. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll jump in the chat for a minute. Instead of he was left. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's probably a good point to take off. Ironing bugs can be kind of fun. They get real squishy. You did a good job, man. Yes, Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday to y'all. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the supers during the live. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It's going to help us get closer. What we want to do here is try to go out and help people with their homes at no cost to them. And the way we're going to do that is through subscribers and views and ads. Boy. But I think we're doing the dang thing. We've already, I'd say like 6 to 9 months ahead of schedule on that front. So what I was expecting anyway. So we might just do this. Bonus Easter egg for everybody that made it this far. I think we're going to start on the roof for Miss Jay, we'll call her, next week, I think, because I turned in my 2 weeks notice today at work. It's actually a 1 to 2 weeks notice, so I don't even know if I'll make it the full 2 weeks. But I can't do this work anymore. Blocking people out of their homes and stuff like that. It's nothing against the company that I've been with. It's a great company, but it's just my head and my heart can't take the kind of stuff that we have to do in that line of work. It's nothing shady, all standard operating procedure. It's just it sucks sometimes, especially when it's people you know. And I had that experience yesterday and decided I'm not going to do this anymore. So I'm either going to get a lot more active with the YouTube stuff maybe, or a lot less. Because I'm going to have to throw myself into my business again, which I haven't done for like a year now. So hopefully the customer base is still there. Wish me luck on that. But if nobody else told you guys today, we'll tell you. You're still here.
Oh, hi.
So you're winning the battle, right?
Yep.
And you did a good job.
Good job.
So, love you, bye. See you guys this weekend for new videos.